Hey YouTube, long time no see, right? But anyway, okay, so today I'm coming to you guys because I want to explore a little trend that's happening this summer. So let me tell you guys a story. A friend of mine, her parents, they have peacocks. Yes, peacocks surrounding their property. And so we were talking about how, like, I wanted these feather earrings because everybody's doing the feathers, and she was like, oh, I can get you some because my parents have these peacocks. So anyway, we have peacock feathers, and we also have these, which I think are awesome. They're humongous, but they're also awesome. And I think we could do some fun stuff with this. So today, pretty much we're gonna have some jewelry making 101. Woo! So see you guys in a minute. I went to Route 21 and I found these, and I love the fact that the eye is so big and pretty, but I was thinking that it actually needed a little more to it. So got these for like $4, and I decided that I wanted to use some longer feathers to kind of give it some length and dimension. So I have these guys here, and they're pretty long, so I'm thinking like it would look really good kind of doing a dangly thing like that. Add a little bit of length here and crimp this feather to this chain. And I love these little guys. These are so cute. I like the fluffies at the beginning of it, so I'm thinking that we'll give that a little more length. Add a little length to that, baby. These are going to be our fabulous peacock feathers. Okay, YouTube, so I decided it actually needed a little bit more. Okay, so I got this guy right here. It's kind of like a what are they called? It's kind of like the filler thing that you put in a vase or a flower arrangement. Okay, so it's some feathers, and they're really soft and delicious, right? So I was thinking, like, you know, these would be really great for the peacock feathers because they have kind of like that, you see that green sheen there, and they're so soft. So I was thinking, okay, let me add a few of those. So right here along almost towards the bottom, I'm going to add a length of chain, and I'm going to place it in there. I got these from Hobby Lobby, and they were a really great price. They were actually on sale for half off. So instead of $1.49, I paid like almost 70 cents for this. We got the jump rings, crimps, and the ear wires or the ear hooks. And they all total no more than $3. We're gonna have Hobby Lobby eyes, and then one cute little, I guess that's a rooster tail, or maybe a rooster tail. I think it might be called a, I forget what they're called. But yeah, I think this comes from a rooster. Let me tell you guys about the tools before we get started. Okay, so I went to Lowe's, and I have some needle nose pliers. I also have these two little guys. This is I forget exactly what it's called, but it's rounded. It's so not a needle nose plier. With two pairs of needle nose pliers because sometimes the jump rings are hard to handle in your hand. So if you get one, get the jump ring in one, and then you can kind of just use this to bend it, including the wire. So once again, the earring was from Rue 21, and then this feather, I actually found this feather at Joann Fabric. I found that feather at Joann Fabric. Or was it Michael's? Nope, I take that back, sorry. I found this feather at Michael's, and it was actually pretty cheap. This is the brand here. And I believe that feather was only, let me see. Here's a Michael's receipt here. Oh crap. Well, maybe not. That's just a little coupon, darn it. But this feather here, I believe was like maybe $2.49 for 2 of them. So that was a really good deal. Okay, you guys, so first things first. We want to go ahead and remove this because it's silver and we're not going to use this one. So, really simply take these little pliers and you just twist the circle open. Just trying to twist it. The little stem on. I'm not too worried about this little silver piece. It just kind of gives it a little bit of interest. Okay, so that's that. And I'm going to do this to the other earring and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so we finished both earrings, as you can see. When you put the hooks on, just make sure you put the hook on to the back because you want your design to be on the outside. So, as you can see, the hook is pointing. The hook is pointing back. You guys see that? It's pointing back. And so the design is going to be on the front. So when you hook it in your ear. Anyway, so that's good. I've already done this one. And now what we're going to do is we're going to measure our chain. This is going to be connected right here. This long stem, the little fluffy stem with the little eye. And then the long stem over here, this one, with the big eye, is actually going to be this long, this far away from the beginning of the earring. So just going to measure off a little piece of chain. And I'll say we're going to use about that much. About that much. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it with my pliers. Because these links are so small, I'm not even sure if I can open. I might be able to just open the link. So I'll try that first. Nope, it's actually going to be just easier to cut it. So I put it into the cutting side of my and there it is. It just cut right off. There you go. Okay, and then I'll make another. I'm gonna cut another the same length. So let me just measure another piece. And this is for the other earring. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to measure the chain once again from the top down to where our feather, the little yellow feather, is going to be. Okay, so now we've cut all the chain. We have our short piece of chain here on the side, and this is going to attach to the long feather, and then we have the long piece of chain which is going to attach to this little yellow guy right here. Now we can go ahead and use our crimps on the feathers, and this is just what's going to attach. I'm going to hold it with this is the crimp. This is what it looks like. It's a little circle on the top, as you can see, and then like it's a kind of like a cylinder kind of shape towards the bottom. And when I say cylinder, it's like this is going to close up and it's going to make a little cylinder or a little hole in the middle. There we go. So you can see that it's actually on there now, and we're going to put our jump ring through that. So okay, we got our jump ring through that little hole, and now we're going to go ahead and add the little piece of chain. You just put the chain link on the jump ring as well, so both of them are dangling on the jump ring. Let me show you the chain. There we go, there's the chain and there's the feather. It's all on the jump ring, and I'm just going to go ahead and use the plier and twist it closed. Okay, and there we go. Now the feather is attached to the chain. Okay, and then all we have to do is attach this side to the actual earring with a jump ring, and we'll do the same thing to the other feather. Okay, and now it's done. Okay, you guys, so here is the finished earring. It's got several layers going on. Then there's the big eye, and actually at the top we had a little mishap. I end up having to take out this little black bead with the 2 loops on there that came with the original earring, and I end up putting like a bunch of jump rings together, and pretty much just kind of adding each piece on like a separate charm on the earring. You guys can see that. So it's pretty much one jump ring up at the top, and then is a jump ring attached to each element of the earring, attached to that big jump ring at the top. So there is the earring. I'm gonna go ahead and make the other, and then I'll show you guys some pics. See you guys later.